So I'm on this big detour. It's coming down from Payson, and they closed the 87 down to Fountain Hills at the Roosevelt exit. So now I'm taking this long, windy road all the way through to Globe, down through Superior and Gold Canyon, on the wrong side of the city, because I live in North Phoenix. And yeah, that pretty much adds maybe an extra 30 to 45 minutes to my trip, but I wasn't going to wait there with the hundreds of cars waiting for it to open up, because that was kind of dumb. And they've already been waiting for 45 minutes, so yeah, take the detour, don't wait around, don't hope for closures to, open up right away, and be safe out there. There was an accident on the 87, obviously bad enough to close it down, so always say a prayer every time we see an accident or know of something kind of, like a road closure is kind of catastrophic. So say a prayer that they go out to the families and people that were injured, and that God is with the doctors fixing them up, and they're getting to the hospital safely, and that further on down the road their cars get replaced, and there's a healing in their life. In your precious name, Jesus, amen. So yes, anyway, just got done with a full weekend. Stopped in Yellow Pines, got some petrified wood, and then we drove all the way up to Luna in New Mexico, and we were right on the Arizona-New Mexico state line, and we hunted for Luna agate, and we found crystals and opalized agate and carnelian agate, blue agate, druzy crystal pockets, you name it. This is the destination place. It is a bit far from, Phoenix, but it's worth it, because not only is it have nice agates and rocks, but it's beautiful country that most people just bypass. They take the 40, or, most people don't even know about the 188 or the 191, or, all the roads that connect through Winslow and Holbrook to the Petrified Forest to Show Low to all these other areas that, we otherwise don't get to see. So, real reason why I'm doing this video is because Roosevelt Lake has an amazing bridge. And when you drive through, and I haven't done it, but maybe one time when I was a kid, it has a big archway through this bridge, and it is amazing. So I'm hoping that it's coming up soon and we can get some good footage of this bridge at Roosevelt Lake here on Labor Day weekend. Everybody's out here camping on the lake, or camping up north, or taking a break from our jobs and all the work and stress that goes into that. Resetting, recharging your batteries, giving yourself an opportunity to miss the people that you love, because when you're on your way back in a detour like this, adds 30 to 45 minutes. That 30 to 45 minutes turns into, man, I wish I could be home sooner so I can see my wife and kids and give them a big hug and kiss. And I'm glad that they're not on the drive with me with this detour, because that's an extra 30 to 45 minutes of driving, which can be grueling, but I try to just take it as it comes and not let it bother me, which sometimes I can, lose my temper and get flustered, but it's only because I'm in a rush. Everybody needs to slow down and just take it moment by moment, day by day, week by week, and trust that God has a great plan for you. And if you call it the universe, God still has a great plan for you. God is everything. God is all of creation. And you have so much potential to... Oh, here it is. It's cool. Here, let's check this out. We'll continue on what I was saying here in a second, but this is amazing. Check it out. Woo, woo. Wow. I don't know if you can see that very well, but what a bridge. So cool. Making noises because it's bouncing when we're going over it. It's a hanging bridge. It's a suspension bridge. So, anyway, back on to what I was saying. You are one of a kind. One and only you. And you have great things ahead of you in your life. So the only enemy that you're really fighting is yourself. And I say this with complete humility, that at once in my life I was a prideful man. I let my ego take over, and now I'm a humble man, full of love to give and blessings to give to others, and it's just overwhelming, white-hot burning desire to try to impact somebody's life in a positive way. And with that re-energizes me, that revitalizes my soul, and that gives me hope, because that can change the world. And if you go about your life like that and someone is impacted by you and they go and do the same, that ripple effect of love and positivity and growth, I've seen it in action. I've seen it. I started Native Arizona Adventures because I needed friends to go out rock hounding with. Simple as that. I was going hiking by myself, and it was right after I had 2 hand surgeries and was out of work. So I went on these hikes, and that's when I got grounded and reconnected with my values and my roots. And I was wondering why I love fishing, and I love going out camping and hiking and mountain biking and rock hounding and gold prospecting. It's because that's what my uncles did. It's what I grew up on, and it was so freeing. It was so full of great times and great memories that I can remember. Because growing up, it wasn't always easy. My parents split up early on when I was around 5, and when parents split up, it affects the children really bad. But the parents' choices after the breakup are really what affects the children the most. So my mom went to drugs and alcohol abuse, and my dad lived a life alone for the majority of his life. We didn't see him much, from time to time, holidays and stuff like that, but he took us camping. He took us out and showed us some things, and had a great philosophy about life that I love. And my wife tells me that I remind her a lot of him, which is great because my dad's a good guy. He's a good man. And we've been able to have great conversations and learn and grow together too, as as the more recent years, 5 to 10 years, we've gotten really, really close because now my mom's out of the way. Even though I love my mom dearly, I do. It's just hard to see her. It's hard to be around her. So if you have a loved one that is toxic, no matter how much you love them, the best love you can give them is space, so they can find themselves. Because when they're truly alone and they find themselves, that's going to affect them in a way where they're going to change their life. Because now the only person they have to argue with is themselves. So, anyway, much love, guys. This is Josh Hawkins with Native Arizona Adventures on another epic adventure. I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit. Go out and be the blessing. Be the change that you want to see. Go out and fulfill your dreams and goals, because that desire in your heart is planted there for a reason. So you got to search it out. You got to explore, because if you don't, you'll live a life of regret, and you'll look back and say, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have picked up, that instrument, or I wish I would have picked up that hobby and tried it out, because I think I would have really enjoyed it. But now it's too late. Don't think that way though, because it's never too late. It really isn't. I've hiked with older men that lost 50 pounds and are in the best shape of their lives. Never thought they'd feel as good as they do. So, like I said, ourselves can be the enemy more than likely. It's because of pride. So, much love, everybody. And thanks for tuning in. I know this was just like a drive, but if you like what you're seeing, if you like my rock hounding videos, please like, subscribe, check me out on TikTok, check me out on Facebook, add yourself to the group, come out on an adventure with us. Everyone's welcome. Thank you, and you guys have a good night or a good day wherever you're at and whenever you're watching this.